Les amis, bonjour. Comment ça va là en cette soirée d'Halloween? Alors parce que j'ai Animal Crossing qui... Voilà, je l'ai coupé. Comment ça va? Est-ce que vous voulez que je vous mette un peu de musique d'ambiance pour la pour tout ça là? Ça va arriver, il y aura du monde qui va arriver tranquillement, hein, on n'est pas pressé après tout. Alors du coup, cherchez plus d'indices ou aller prendre une lance. On va aller prendre une lance. Les amis, hein, c'est Halloween, hein. Là on est dans le pré-show, hein, du horror in live, hein, vous l'aurez compris, hein. Voilà, voilà, vous l'aurez compris, nous sommes dans le pré-show. À 21h05, c'est le show, hein, du horror in live. Je vous accompagne, hein. Je vous accompagne. Alors, ça sera pas sur ce jeu, hein, l'horror in live, hein, ça sera sur Little Hop. Je l'ai dit sur mon Instagram et mon... Regardez les talents débloquables, oui, ça on s'en fout. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, here ready go. Pardon. Pardon. Bon, c'est une musique de Tim Burton dans le film L'étrange Noël de Monsieur Jack. Je sais pas si vous l'avez vu, je sais pas si vous connaissez. En tout cas, si vous le connaissez pas, regardez-le, il est très bien. Et c'est pas un film de Tim Burton, putain. Voilà. Mais c'est lui le producteur. Et c'est lui qu'on voit à chaque fois, c'est étrange quand même. Bon, par contre, comment... Tan, ta, tan, ta, 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 mm. Hmm. On va prendre une lance directement, hein. Bon, alors du coup...
I must be sure of my choice. I can't get it wrong. Am I sure this is the one to take?
Allez. Bon bah. va réellement essayer de terminer le jeu là, mais ça va pas être facile. Hein. Le nombre de fois que ça me pète les burnes là. Oh. Sur les quais, genre les quais, genre ça y est, on sort du château là. Ok, bah ok. Bien, 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 on va... Voix aveugle, nouveau trophée, bah putain.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Oh putain. Ta 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 ta.
De Richet.
Ah putain, oh putain, oh là là.
Wow, what's the matter with him?
Mais de quoi?
Excuse me,
Mais
monsieur,
fils
I
de
don't follow.
pute.
I haven't come
Mais
all
c'est
this
quoi,
way
mais...
just to fail, so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking.
Ah, tu ruinerais
You
rien,
are
mon
about
gars.
to rob
Tu-
Mortimer.
non.
Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Frappe-le. Ok, allez, on se casse. Voilà. Bon bah les couilles frère. Ouais voilà. Donc c'est à dire qu'on peut sortir donc du château. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mamma mamma. Ah merde. Faut que je fasse le tour. Bon. Ok. Let's go. Ok, laissez les lettres adressées. Oh non, attends, c'est bon. Bon, voilà. Voilà, allez. On va sortir de ce putain de château de merde là qu'on... Oula. Oula.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Oh, fais chier.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah.
Voilà, révélation.
I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's
On le laisse
right.
parler, on le laisse parler.
Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis.
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I really have no idea.
Come on, Louis, make an effort. What do you think could be the reason? Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You,
De quoi,
as
des
much
dieux?
as me, you are one of us,
Pas comme moi,
Louis.
mais comme ça des
You
dieux.
too
Comment ça des
are a
dieux?
demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic
au fond de
presence
moi, au
comes
très, très
from?
fond de moi,
Your
hein, parce que là,
talent
je vois
must
vraiment pas.
already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied
I-
to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no. No, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Oh la vache. D'accord, ça part en délire Star Wars le truc. Tout va bien.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Tu m'étonnes.
No, not really.
I'm impressed by your ability to remain composed, not to let yourself become overwhelmed by your emotions. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air.
Ouais,
We'll
ouais,
have
ouais.
all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power.
Oui, bon, on a
It's
compris.
already
Allez, au revoir,
there,
maman.
inside you.
Enfin, maman. Maman,
Empty your
maman,
mind
fausse
of
maman.
all
Allez.
thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I
On va
should
le terminer ce putain de jeu, on va le
relax.
terminer.
Open your mind.
Relax,
Hear
relax,
my
don't you
voice.
way.
Feel
what,
the
baby, baby?
vibrations and listen to what has been happening to
frère.
you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter
Ça
into
commence à
your
devenir
mind.
intéressant là quand même.
Hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Hang on. You mean to say that if someone lies to me that I will know?
Exactly.
But that's just incredible.
You still need to practice, though. There are
bientôt on aura des
also a
puces
few
bientôt
rules
intégrées par
you need
Google ou
to
je sais pas quoi
know
qui
that
vont nous
govern
faire
this
faire ça.
talent when used between
c'est,
ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourselves will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon.
C'est quand même assez mou. Allez,
Question of
on a
courtesy.
compris.
But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So,
là c'est intéressant quand même.
Weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
All right. On that note, I'd better be going. I'm expected.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth,
Le problème du jeu c'est ça,
ask
c'est que
her
c'est
about
trop lent.
Paris,
C'est trop lent. il y a trop de trucs.
1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Ok, ma vraie mère était éventrée par l'autre conne. Bon, ok, super, allez. Voilà, c'est où
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Eh bah ça y est, les dénouements commencent à... C'était quoi ce bruit? Ok, bah je crois que c'était un truc en plus que j'ai eu, bon bref. Ouais, bon, ça y est, le dénouement commence à arriver. Dernier épisode, l'avant-dernier épisode, on est à l'épisode 4. Oh, il est là, il est...
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily, calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
You can go ahead and kill her. I don't care anymore.
Louis, please. Don't think you can play me
Pas
for a
moi,
fool.
She's not my mother, Emily. She abducted me at birth and spent her life telling me lies. So go right ahead and shoot her. You'd be doing me a favor.
Louis, no, you're wrong. I never
Oh ta
wanted
gueule,
this.
connasse. Voilà. Voilà, voilà. Bah, elle m'a menti quand même tout le long de ma vie, hein, donc voilà. Hein. Adieu. Trophée obtenu, 109. Bon bah très bien. Eh bah ça y est, c'est enfin l'épisode 4 là. Je l'ai tué. Bah elle m'a menti, moi je le tue, bon bah les couilles, à un moment quand même, faut pas se foutre de la gueule du monde hein.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies.
Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again.
Bah oui.
I'm a demon. I age more slowly.
Donc c'est un démon, enfin c'est un démon, sa mère n'est pas sa mère, enfin c'est un peu le bordel quoi. Ah.
Frankly, I feel like I'm cursed. I hope I'll be able to control this new skill, otherwise my life will be hell. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Oh, I see he's teaching you how to read. On the other hand, he obviously hasn't taught you our manners and customs. You can read anyone's thoughts, but know that if you try to read the thoughts of a more experienced demon, he will sense you and might take offense of your lack of manners. And he who is more experienced is more dangerous. Do you understand?
Yes, it can't get clearer than that. Please excuse me. How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Bon, ça après je m'en fous.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with
Bon bah très bien.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient. And one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Well, indeed, from that point of view, it is better to guide them.
It's rare for a novice demon to manage to stop thinking like a man so quickly. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not believe that just because your father is mistaken, all is lost for you. You owe William nothing, so there's nothing obliging you to support him. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Bien, on va aller voir mon père, on va parler, je pense. Ça va être ça l'objectif, hein, je pense. Ça va être ça l'objectif, hein, c'est de parler à l'autre. Hein. Bah et voilà, rejoignez Mortimer dans son bureau, bien. Ouais, c'est le petit PréShow, hein, vous savez, Horror in Live, hein, tous les ans, PréShow.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What?
Oh!
But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Ouais, soulagé,
At peace, really. Oddly enough, I understand things that have happened to me better now.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future.
Je vais aller dans son sens, je vais le suivre pour aller plus vite dans l'histoire.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Not much. He bid me welcome to the family, that's all.
Louis, Gregory is my brother. Always has been. And he never goes anywhere to say or do not much. He must have told you that he's worried about me, that he wants to be there for you, and that you ought to be wary of me.
Yes, something like that. According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
They find you unstable.
I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are? I see your point.
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good.
Allez.
I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piangi. Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his act, make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Bien, la chambre de Piaggi.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. President, but I don't have a minute to spare right now.
Yes, I see. No time for chit-chat with an elder, of course. Well, run along, my young friend.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Monsieur Bouvard. On va faire toutes les chambres.
President George Washington.
Piaggi, où es-tu? Ah, bordel de merde.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ah, c'est là. Bien. Let's go, baby. Pourquoi je dis ça? Je sais pas. Halloween est là. Bon bah oui, Halloween est là. Ouais, c'est... Un Halloween assez triste hein, quand même. Hein.
Ah, well. Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. Do you believe in demons?
What are you talking about, Louis? Where is he going with this?
I can feel something. Demons, Your Eminence.
I am a cardinal. Of course I believe in evil. What on earth is the matter with him? Is he losing his mind?
All right, hang in there, Louis. Don't lose him. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I'm fine.
But... it's impossible.
Rest assured, Your Eminence. I am fine. I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right.
Whoa.
This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different. Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now. Giustizia, misericordia e umiltà. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign language. I think it's in Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Là, ça va être assez rapide quand même.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle.
Oh, il est tout vieux et tout ridé là.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01. Today the date is 24/01/1793. 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 Today the date is 24/01/1793.
J'ai pas compris.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today is the 24/01/1793. Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future.
Voilà.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Just calm down, calm down. Louis came to see me because he claimed he was hearing voices. We've just finished an exorcism session.
An exorcism? Are you having me on? I can't see any exorcism instruments.
That's because I just put them away.
I don't know what you're up to, Piaggi. But I do know you're trying to pull one over on me.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking
dégage, mon gars.
Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Even if I confess, his arguments hit home.
So that's it. You don't even bother to hide it.
What's the connection between my vote and his life?
I knew you would end up changing sides. Listen carefully, Piaggi. If you say anything, you'll be the one they find dead in your bed. Huh? Now, just turn around and let me handle this.
Don't touch him! Out of my room!
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Ah mais lui c'est un fumier lui, mais vas-y mais... Fils de chien va.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Il y a des trucs que j'ai loupés, des trucs que j'ai pas loupés, c'est comme ça, c'est la vie. Eh, bienvenue sur le live, hein, ceux qui n'hésitez pas à commenter, tout ça, enfin je sais pas, enfin allez-y quoi, on est tranquille. Voilà.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit that the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it.
Ah non.
Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
On va rien dire.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William? When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
When you speak of the right order, I can't help hearing your order.
Louis, wouldn't you think that by now we've acquired a certain experience? Don't you think that we are the best place to know what the right order should be by now?
I mostly understand that even with the best of intentions, this kind of talk could well be misinterpreted. Every powerful man has had to speak in this way at some stage. That doesn't mean that they were right or that they achieved great things. Take the kings of France, for example. They weren't all good monarchs.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to a letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I'd better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human? It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own, forever. I am a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on it.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Ouais. Bon, très bien.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Eh ben. Ok. Bienvenue dans lecture. Ok. Ah putain, l'épisode 5. L'épisode 5. L'épisode 5. Voilà. L'épisode 5, l'épisode 5, let's go. Voilà.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. Never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
On regarde tous là, non? Ok. Ok. Bureau de Mortimer. The Council. Épisode 5. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you've all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free rein, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One after the other.
Non, j'ai pas de choix. Je ne fais rien.
You can do this.
Voilà.
I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
Non, des
I'll
fois,
be
faut
off.
mieux rien faire. Hein. Des fois, je vous dis, faut mieux rien faire. Comme ça, le mec qui parle, il est content, il a dit ce qu'il a à dire. Et basta. Regardez les... Ah, persuadez-les de voter pour Lord Mortimer.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Alors, on va lui parler à petit fils de chien là, on va lui parler. Et on va lui dire, hé mec, vote pour le mec, ok? Vote pour mon père. Hein. Le pire... Voilà.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something. Golden elixir. A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Volner. Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature, though, and leave as if planned
Là, faut les persuader que machin. Ah, ça va être chiant.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
On va lui parler à lui là. Ils peuvent pas être dans leur chambre comme tout le monde, putain. Enfin, je sais pas.
Your Eminence?
Oh là!
God damn it, Your Eminence! Damn, I can't feel his pulse. He's dead. What the hell is going on here? I've got to let Mortimer and Holm know about this.
Non, mais au pire, on dit rien. Bon, bah, lui est mort, hein.
Can you tell us how you found him, Louis?
I went to speak to him about the conference. I knocked on his door. As there was no answer, I went in and I saw him exactly where he is now. I took his pulse, but it was too late.
William?
Nothing to do with me, Gregory, if that's what you mean. And you?
Of course not. Poor Giuseppe was with me. I had no interest in getting rid of him.
Louis?
Me? Of course not.
No, I thought as much. I was wondering if you had any idea about what might have happened.
No, I've got no idea.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I haven't the faintest idea of who did this.
Well, we'll take care of it now. Thank you for letting us know, Louis. I shall inform everyone that His Eminence has had to return to the continent for personal reasons. I must ask you to keep it to yourself.
Bon, bah... un de moins. Hein.
President George Washington.
Ah, il est là, il est pas sur la liste George Washington. D'accord. Ah merde, je me suis gouré de sens, putain. Ah, fait chier.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet.
I'm delighted to see you're standing by Lord Mortimer.
One cannot say that the situation is altogether reassuring, but I must admit, he does know what he's doing. Something tells me I've made the right choice. So, to thank you for persuading me to join you, what would you say to a nice piece of amber? I am given to understand that you collect it?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it to Isa. It is the least I can do. Good. See you at the vote.
I'll see you later then.
Right. Godoy is on board.
La chambre 2. Ah oui, Van Wolmer, il est pas là. Bon.
Emily?
Come in, Louis.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened.
I'd rather not, Louis. What happened in the past is in the past. Talking about it won't change a thing.
Sarah wasn't my mother. She abducted me and lied to me all my life.
We are mere pawns.
Louis, you have to tell her about the demons. I've got something important to tell you about what happened here.
I'm listening.
Mortimer and Holm...
They are demons, and you are like them.
What? How do you know?
Sir Gregory came to speak to me earlier, at great length. I'm his niece, Louis. I'm Mortimer's child, too.
You're my sister?
Surprise!
But I have a sister?
That's right. And I have a brother.
I didn't see that one coming. So that means that what we did,
Louis, I would rather we never mention what may have happened between us, please. I'm trying very hard not to break down. In just a few days, my whole life has fallen apart, and I'd like to try to retain some dignity.
Of course. And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please.
Oh putain, mais c'est dégueulasse, mais non. Oh fuck.
You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me, then?
Do you trust him?
Yes, I do. I'll follow him because, well, I think he can teach us a thing or two.
I understand.
What about you? What do you think of him?
Honestly, I no longer know who to believe. The only one I really trust is you. So, I shall follow you this time.
So, I can count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall support Mortimer's project.
Perfect. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. See you later for the vote.
Yes, see you later.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Non, mais j'ai même pas vu.
Jacques Perru.
Salut les gars, bienvenue sur le live. N'hésitez pas à commenter, mettez-moi des commentaires les gars là, je vais pas vous bouffer hein. Alors du coup, et à 21h05 il y a le Horror in Live. À 21h05, là c'est le pré-show hein, les amis, hein, c'est le pré-show, on termine le jeu là pour une fois dans ma vie là, mais après c'est le pré-show. Ah 15 000 heures le truc là, allez putain.
Just close. A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart. If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called zinc. If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called zinc. What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Bah, je crois qu'il doit être... Bah, il doit être... bah, je sais pas... Bon. On va chercher un peu partout dans le château, hein. Bon. Là, il est pas là. Bon, allez, c'est chiant. Ah, cinématique.
I need to talk to von Volner. Blasted. Home is with him. Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. They're waiting for Duke Manuel. No doubt to make him change sides. All right. If they want him, then they'll get him. He'll only see Godoy. But what on earth does he want from him?
Ah là là, bordel de merde. Bon bah on va aller voir Godoy.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
On va le posséder.
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Ah bien, tant mieux, allez go. Super. On va... bien. Bon là ça va, pour le moment je galère pas trop, c'est plutôt soft, c'est plutôt simple à faire. Ça va, c'est pas non plus... voilà. Bon. Pas trop dur pour le moment, donc ça va. On va le retourner contre...
Duke Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Volner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I shan't beat about the bush, my friend. I was very disappointed by your behavior. I had thought you more loyal. Consequently, my affection for you leads me to ask you to reconsider one last time.
I've already reconsidered it, Sir Gregory. I shall be loyal to you when it comes to the vote. Have no doubt about it.
Excellent news indeed, my friend. Did you hear, Johann?
Yes, and it comes at a most timely moment. I anticipate an overwhelming victory.
It goes without saying to keep it to yourself. I would like to give William a nice surprise.
Whatever you say.
I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Okay.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked him for, maybe.
Mr. von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Because I know you poisoned Piaggi.
But is this a joke?
Certainly not. And you know full well it isn't. If Mortimer or even Holm finds out that you assassinated a guest during a conference, you are finished and you know it.
You filthy scumbag! I didn't know you were this kind of man, Godoy.
And so?
All right, all right.
Ouais.
Thank you, sir. See you later.
Bien, 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 voilà, une affaire de régler entre hommes, évidemment, avec le chantage. Tout le monde fait ça. Pas du tout. Non, mais voilà, ça y est, c'est bon. On l'a. On l'a. On l'a. On l'a. Pardon. Oh, bah, on a tout là. Hein. Les méchants,
Good.
les gentils, les
I
pas
mustn't
méchants,
lose
les
too much
pas-
time. See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Eh bien, on remonte. Bien, on remonte. Oh! Et les pompiers dans ma résidence? Et les flics? Bon, on va faire le tour. Bien, on va aller le voir.
Louis, there you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
Well, there's no point in wasting any time. I'm proud to report they've all come over to our side.
Ha ha, Louis, I'm impressed. I was sure you'd succeed. I'm proud of you, my son. Even Johann? How did you manage to do it?
A magician never reveals his tricks.
And right you are. And you should be proud. You've earned that right. Son, you've accomplished a veritable tour de force. I couldn't have done better myself.
Tour de force. Ah là là. L'accent anglais dans ce jeu est incroyable et magique.
Assemble everyone in the conference room. Meet me there and let's get it over with.
Dis Siri, quelle heure est-il?
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here.
Voilà.
Your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Home doesn't seem to be himself.
And finally, Cardinal Piaggi has also decided to leave us and will not be able to attend the conference.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Indeed. One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
Faut que j'aille dans le sens de mon père.
I vote for.
Duchess Hillsborough?
For.
Duke Manuel?
For.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
For.
What?
Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother. President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. The project is therefore approved.
Dirty traitor!
Mr. Godoy,
Yeah.
soon you will be in charge of passing the territory of Louisiana over to France.
Ouais, je me suis pas gouré, hein. Oh là 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 là. Hein.
Have you
Sinon,
done?
c'est la fin du monde.
Me? Nothing, dear brother.
What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice.
Oula, arrêt
in the
cardiaque, il fait,
future,
là.
oh, that is,
Il fait un
if
petit arrêt
you
cardiaque,
have
j'ai
one.
l'impression là.
Don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened? Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
Moi je m'en branle, hein, je connais pas, c'est mon soi-disant père, je connais pas, donc s'il me demande de faire quoi que ce soit, moi je fais rien.
You cannot die.
Intervenir oui ou non, moi je dis non, hein, s'il me demande. Hein. Bon, bah les couilles, il fait ce qu'il veut. Hein. Allez, arrêt cardiaque et ça finit à la borgue là, allez.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that
On va essayer de finir avant les infos sur M6, là, 19:45.
Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault.
But
I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Ouais, bien sûr. Ouais, bah. Eh bah, c'est bientôt la fin de ce calvaire. Hein. Vote final.
What? But...
Le temps est arrêté, bien.
What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Mais wow. Eh, c'est chelou là.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no
history
one
will
stand
remember
in the way of my
me.
dream.
And the sacrifices I made.
Something is...
Dear God,
happening.
If I lose the war against France,
Good
I will
God,
be doomed.
I can't even move. But Louis can. What's happening?
Ah d'accord, je peux pas sortir. Et l'autre côté... D'accord, donc là c'est vraiment du huis clos là. Là c'est vraiment du huis clos.
Good God, I can't even move. But
Dear
Louis
God,
can.
if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let nothing, nor no one, stand in the way of my dream.
Je peux pas sortir de la salle, hein, vraiment. Ah, le tableau.
But there must be
Sarah? Is that you?
Louis? Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Louis, I don't know what's happening, but you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis.
Okay.
Help me.
You died.
Died? No! What are you talking about? Look, I am right here.
We're not on the case.
Yes, we are. I haven't moved.
I promise you. I wish you were right, but you're not. It would seem that we're in what they call the ether.
Their world of spirits. I was sure it existed.
The poor woman is completely losing touch with reality. What you see is not real.
I daren't try understand. Am I condemned?
Look, neither of us know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis.
Oui,
you are the
non,
first one, the only one to see me. Just speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Next time you want to abduct a child and lie to him his whole life,
maybe you'll think twice.
Louis, no! Don't leave me here!
C'est ça,
Good
dégage.
luck.
Ok.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis,
Oh là là.
don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Oh.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis. God damn it. I don't understand a thing.
Oh là là.
I'm doomed.
I need to keep an eye on them.
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him. Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
Ok. Tutoriel. Organiser les invités. Ok. Ok. Ok, alors. Ok, alors, attends. C'est les deux meufs. Hop là. là. Elle l'a mis en bout de fil, d'accord. Ouais. Ok. On va faire ça tranquillement, hein. Ok. Voilà.
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon as I found the exit.
J'espère que mon histoire est passée. Bon, on verra ça, je regarderai ça. Ah oui, oui, c'est vrai qu'on est dans le truc là.
Is anyone there? I can hear you. I know you're there. Help me. Help.
Pas le temps.
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of... Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste!
Merde. Désolé. Ok.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
Bon bref, je regretterai vraiment parce que j'ai posté une histoire qui m'est arrivée à 5 ans ou 6 ans à la période d'Halloween justement, et j'espère que c'est passé hein, quand même, c'est un peu ouf hein, l'histoire.
Charles François.
I'm getting carried away here. I must concentrate on the important memories, the ones that let home into this situation.
Dear Countess Dunolstein. Dear Countess Dunolstein. What a pity.
No, not that way. I'm losing the thread here.
Dear Countess Dunolstein. What a pity. France. So much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction.
France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war. It was a trap. It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
the Hillsborough sisters. This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate.
And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
He's coming! He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to teach our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
I didn't want to believe it. I recall Sparta. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. Louis. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
No, not yet.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
Attends, on va revenir en arrière.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Ah, il y a un tableau là-bas.
Who's there?
Elizabeth? But I saw your body. You're dead.
Gregory? No. No, you are not Gregory. Something's not right. Gregory, you are in danger.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Who are you?
My name is Louis de Richet. Oh. William Alexander Mortimer's son.
William? Ah, I see. What's happening here? My son is in danger. Talk.
Let's see what he thinks.
Ah, yes. That is good. Come, open up. Louis Morat de Richet, son of William Mortimer. Now I see you.
Damn it! I can feel it entering inside me. I shouldn't have...
William, you dirty traitor. No. No. Gregory, you have no right, William. You are violating the rules. My rules.
I can't break the link. Get out of my mind!
William should have taught you not to try to read just anyone's mind.
Resist, Louis!
It's pointless.
Father! Help me!
Louis, what's happening?
Father!
Ah, William, I can't feel you anymore. William, you dirty traitor. What did you do to Gregory?
No, not now. No! Louis, get out of here! Get out!
Get out of here, Louis! Oh, holy shit! What am I doing? I should have been more careful. Mortimer warned me about this.
Je mets en charge mon PC portable comme ça. Hop là.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the
Avec
same
tous
time
ces
as
éléments
Emily?
quand même, toute cette cinématique, ça l'a pas aidé.
And the cherry on...
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. Poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Charles Francois. What an adventure.
I'm getting carried away here.
Putain, fais chier, connard, mais t'es vraiment pas...
France. So much effort. So much wasted. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel. The wars of religion. I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war. France. So much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction.
It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the
Hillsborough
first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Un premier souvenir trouvé.
recalled Sparta. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees.
Écoutez l'intégralité du souvenir.
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate.
Putain, mais tu fais chier dans ta vie, Louis, là. Quoi?
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
France. So much effort. So much.
That's not the right direction.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Donc c'est pas celui-là.
I recalled Sparta. I recalled Sparta.
Il y a le visage pareil.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find
I'm on the right track here.
Cherry on the cake. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
Chier, putain.
Coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react. And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the Western monarchies. So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent. Children are gathered together? Yes. France. Here. So much effort. So much wasted time. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No. It's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Parle d'échecs. Ah, ça va parler de... Je sais pas comment ça s'appelle la fléchette là.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge.
Putain, mais on parle de moi, je sais pas, pour moi c'est... On dit Louis, lui, connard, enfin je sais pas, on parle de moi, enfin... Nique ta mère quoi.
I recall Sparta.
On est marre, putain, le jeu.
Trap right from the start. Coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? I must speak to you. Be quick.
Oh, nique ta mère, allez, solution. Un moment, c'est bon, faut pas casser les couilles un moment, parce que c'est bon. Ah, attends, je l'ai vu. Avec les fléchettes. Celui-là, faut que je trouve par contre. Le jeu de plateau et les fléchettes.
He broke the rules.
Ta gueule.
Sparta, and when Elizabeth, he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared,
Et après c'est avec la tête de... Après c'est celui-là.
He stuffed his poor son with
Le
the
dernier
knowledge that
Getting to the end here.
Avec la nappe et le... La nappe et la boisson qui est renversée.
I recall Sparta. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Ooh.
Cut off all communication with father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. You have managed to follow my thoughts. Come to me, quickly.
Yeah. C'est compliqué. Le jeu est long, et très long, c'est horrible. Ça commence à devenir flippant là, effectivement.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind.
Je vais pas pouvoir aller
getting ready
manger.
to pull out all the
J'ai la
stops.
dalle.
He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there.
À 21h05 on se retrouve en live, les amis, pour l'Aurore in live, 21h05.
I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering.
Hop là, vas-y, mange.
I can no longer keep him out.
Allez, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
He's coming. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
I'm sorry, Uncle, but I've decided to follow Father.
But how can you trust him?
He's my father, and there's so much he has to show me. I'm not responsible for what happened to you. That's your business, the two of you.
You are just as mad as he is, Louis. You'll end up just like him.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps. But you won't be there to see it, will you?
Voilà.
You will be punished.
Voilà, voilà. Oh.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
Pardon, j'ai pas suivi. Et pourquoi tu es Holmes?
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
On va pas rentrer dans les détails. On va pas rentrer dans les détails.
I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
I did well not to follow home, didn't I? Come on, let's get it over with and join Mortimer in the dining room.
Eh ben voilà. Hein. Retrouver Mortimer dans la salle à manger. On va faire ça vite. Eh, j'ai faim, j'ai même pas le temps de manger, je suis sûr. Oh là là, putain.
Right, now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after... Here we go.
Bon, on va... Voilà.
Louis, I was expecting you.
Do you feel better?
Yes, don't worry, I'll be all right. I wanted to speak with you about what's going to happen next. But before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, he won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
Of course. Here you are, Father.
Bien, voilà.
Thank you. You wouldn't have been able to do much with it anyway, given it isn't the right one.
You mean I got the wrong one?
Now, don't blame yourself. There was a reason why I put it with all those copies. If you had been forced to use it, it would never have prevented one of us from changing bodies. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll
Just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I won't hide the fact that I was disappointed that you did not succeed in saving Jacques Peroux. You handled that situation very badly. As for the door of my crypt, no one had ever found out how to open it before you. You succeeded in telling the Hillsborough twins apart. Even for me, that wasn't an easy thing to do at first. What an unpleasant surprise it was when I found out that you had tried to warn the Papal States against Gregory and me. Did you really think you could succeed?
Damn it. He found out about that.
But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaget.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's going to eat me?
Unfortunately, no, you won't survive the transfer. But I want you to know that I only select my bodies from my own children, and that you are the one who has impressed me most. It's far from being my first time, as you can imagine. I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second, hang on. Do you realize what you're saying? Are you insane?
Oh, come, my son. Let's not end everything on a bad note, please.
Son of a bitch. He's not going to get away with this so easily. I won't let you do it.
What on earth are you thinking? That you'll be able to kill me? This is ridiculous, Louis. Come now, be reasonable.
Yeah.
Don't fight.
Oh la vache. Oh putain.
I won.
Attends. Eh bah putain. Avons-nous fini le jeu? Il est 20h pile. Avons-nous fini le jeu? Est-ce qu'on a fini le jeu? Hey yeah! Tout le monde est mort là, donc enfin quasiment tout le monde.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Volner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Volner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, through her close ties with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links with the United States on both the diplomatic and commercial fronts. She became inseparable from Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.